You got something, a big project you've been working on. Untold comes out on Netflix. The Malice at the Palace, August 10th. Talk to us about that and your involvement in it.
Man, honestly, it's been about really 10 years I've been looking to try to get into this film thing. Obviously, Jack, you was involved with this, so you know how I feel about like the stories and the narratives of things that are out there, right? So I went out and met with a bunch of different producers, directors. Didn't really feel like people understood where I was trying to go with it. The idea behind the film was not to the avid NBA fan, but just to the actual person, regular everyday person that actually know about the Malice, right? It was a conclusion that was out there that we never actually got an opportunity to talk about. So I wanted to do a film that spoke to that person, because to be quite honest, 17 years later, just tired of talking about it. Right? Why the hell is it an anniversary? So I felt like this doc was able to give us our platform, and now have people be able to make a conclusion on actual facts.
What actually happened.
Not somebody else sitting on the couch somewhere, writing up some articles that they don't even know about.
Because it's been almost like urban legend. You know what I mean? That was one of the biggest incidents in NBA history, and it's almost just been like urban legend as far as what happened, what led up to it, what happened after, all this kind of shit. So you guys finally got a chance to tell that. What do you want the average fan or the average person to take away from this doc?
Well, first I gotta say a big thank you to Netflix for giving the opportunity. Perfect timing. The Way brothers, they understood. Floyd, the director, understood the vision. Right, that was important. They were able to get it. But this doc is important to me in many ways because it allowed people. And when people think about the Brawl, they always, I don't care where I'm at. Hey man, I remember the scrap. That's all people talking about. Right. They don't know everything else. This went on for like 10 years, bro. Like I had a felony, the same charge you'll get for shooting or stabbing somebody. You see what I'm saying? And it was like a situation where, to me, beyond even those things, it allowed people to take shots at a culture, right? Take shots at our league, and still not be able to have a conversation, a real educated conversation about what actually really happened, right? And this is what this doc really gives people opportunity to kind of relate to and say, okay, damn, it was much bigger than them throwing hands.
Right.
They just looked at it as some rich thugs out there. They didn't take time to comprehend nothing. Why it went down, why we wasn't protected, how we was treated. None of that mattered. So I'm excited to be involved in this doc, and I'm glad. I was happy when JL called me because, like you said, I'm tired of talking about it too. You know what I mean? And you do more in this doc than hear our side. You see actual footage. You know what I mean? For you can judge for yourself to see how we was treated and how we wasn't protected. You know what I mean? And then a lot of things gonna come to light. So I can't wait till I can't wait till the world sees it August 10th. And my brother's also an executive producer in it. So
yeah,
yes sir. How has that night impacted your career after that? Well, I know, but tell them. I know firsthand.
To me, it wasn't even about just the basketball. I remember, getting reinstated. A lot of people don't even know I took the NBA to court and won.
Yep.
Okay.
We had to sit in front of the arbitrator.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Right. So I didn't know about that. So I felt,
we all was there that day.
Yeah, we felt like we had the right to do what we did, right? And so going through that whole arbitration, if I didn't have to go through the arbitration to get to the federal court, I would have been back playing sooner. So went through a situation where the judge said, "Hey, you had the right to do what you did," and it was to me, when you talk about career and all this other stuff, that's the part that made me a little bit bitter towards everything, because the NBA had an opportunity
to write it.
Right? The Pacers had an opportunity to write it. Understood bottom line numbers matter the most, right? They didn't know how to handle it. So I understood that part, but once we went to court and got through that process, you would think that they would have said, okay, we good. But they didn't, right? I come back, I get reinstated after 15 games.
So you got 15, you got 30?
I got 25.
He had 25 at first.
So you got shortened. You had 30?
Yeah.
All of them?
And I'll tell you why mine didn't get reduced. That same day, Ron did something else crazy during the middle of the arbitration.
Yeah, it was crazy because if I don't have to go through the whole process of arbitration, I would have been back playing. So I get back, I get reinstated, and I still make the All-Star team. Right, I'm voted in as a starter. Me and my wife get to Houston, bro. It ain't a picture for me to be found.
Oh, they not fucking with you like that, then.
They're not fucking with me. Damn. They're not fucking with me, and that was the first time I understood. When I'm telling y'all no picture nowhere, like, you know, I'm a starter, right? So those are the pictures that you see first.
Unless they see you walking around, they wouldn't even know.
Right, I'm looking through the books. No picture. Damn. Right? And so that was like the moment where I really understood what that was, like what the impact of that was. And that, to me, again, it wasn't personal for me. The thing that bothered me the most is when people of quote unquote substance that are talking about Jack, me, Ron, the NBA, players, braids, tattoos, music, culture. That was a big thing for me, bruh. Right, because now they are allowed to do. Bob Costas was one. Got a lot of respect for Bob Costas. Watch the doc, watch the thing. The thug word was thrown out there probably 1,000 times. 1,000 times. All of a sudden, it's about, you know, hip hop music we listen to. It's about our cornrows. It's about our tattoos.
It's about the color of your skin.
Not knowing
At the end of
that
the day.
hockey, right? I remember going through the whole arbitration process and the lawyers bringing up some hockey stuff. Celebrate it. Get to beat the hell out of each other on a regular basis. People rooting that on, right? They ain't talking about their hairstyle. They ain't talking about the music they listening to. Baseball, same way, right? You get to rush the mound, get to throw some hands, but they ain't thugs. So to me, it became more about a race thing, and it put our league in a position, and we all care about the league. It's been special to us, and it's special to our families, not only for us personally, but generationally, right? And so that was the thing that was hurtful towards me, and then we had to have a muzzle because we still got criminal that we dealing with and got civil standing right behind it.
Waiting on you.
People don't
Waiting
even
on
know
us.
how long we was in court and all that dragging back and forth.
It's like, 10 years.
Man, people don't even understand that.
So, you know, so to me, it wasn't necessarily about the career because honestly, after that point, I understood what it was, right? It was no debate, right? You know, you have to be stupid, deaf, or blind to understand, not understand what was happening, right? You know, I knew that the league was really fucking with me before, and then afterwards, you know, I had an opportunity. People don't know this. Stack knows this. I had opportunities. You might not even know this. I had an opportunity to step away from Ron and Jack in the whole process.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, to separate yourself
Yeah.
and have that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I say that the league, I took a call the day after. People don't even know this. And they asked me to do a couple of things. And what Jack did was in straight protection
Of your teammate.
of my teammates. Right? When people talk about leadership, people talk about togetherness, people talk about brotherhood, that is tested when your ass is in a 20,000 seat arena and people at you. Right? And so, you know, to go back to the question, the career thing wasn't necessarily the issue. It was perception because I'm still dealing with that today. I was in Vegas this past weekend and 9 people might have asked me about the Brawl. I cannot step away from it. I'm almost tired of talking about it, to be honest, because kids are asking me that wasn't even born.
Right.
So, you know, from a career standpoint, I still end up playing 18 years. The thing that I'm mad about the most, I didn't get an opportunity I'm the only one that actually didn't get an opportunity to win a championship in the whole process.
You and Reggie.
Yep, and Reggie, yep.